Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva held delegation-level talks in the national capital today. Earlier in the day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva at the Hyderabad House here in the national capital. Prior to that, a ceremonial welcome was held at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan for Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who is on a state visit to India. President Lula was accorded the Guard of Honor at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The Brazilian president was received at the Rashtrapati Bhavan by PM Modi and President Droupadi Murmu. Arzu Seth is joining me with more details. Arzu, over to you. All right, we'll try and reconnect with my colleague, but of course... All right, we have Arzu. Arzu, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes.
Arzu, we're talking about the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, of course, Narendra Modi, and Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who held delegation-level talks in the national capital today. What more can you tell us?
Well, yes, Prime Minister met with Brazil President in New Delhi today to strengthen the cooperation on, between both the countries. And also what we're getting to know that the meeting comes at a time when India has been trying to reduce its dependence on China. Also, the country is top exporter and has been expanding domestic production and recycling while simultaneously looking for new supplier. And this is after China holds a near monopoly on rare earth production. So Brazil processes the world's
Arzu, I also want to... Yes, please go on.
Which are used in modern technologies such as electric vehicles, panel solars, and smartphones, jet engines, and other things. So this meeting plays a very crucial role as far as several deal is concerned, several the relation between two countries is concerned. Yes.
Arzu, I also want to talk to you about President Lula, who received a ceremonial welcome at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan. Get our viewers up to speed with those details.
Who is currently in India, arrived on Wednesday and headed a delegation of over a dozen of ministers, business leaders to participate in the India AI Impact Summit, which, today witnessing the last day, and it's a closing ceremony today. And also, two leaders met with each other, and a ceremonial welcome was held at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan for the Brazilian President Lula da Silva, who is on a state visit to India, and also was, President Lula was accorded with the Guard of Honor at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The Brazilian President was received at the Rashtrapati Bhavan by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the President Droupadi Murmu. And in fact, President Lula inaugurated the first office of Brazilian Trade and Investment Promotion Agency in New Delhi, which is definitely sharing, is going to promote the Brazilian products and services abroad to attract the foreign investment in strategic sectors of the Brazilian economy. Yes.
Stay on with me, Arzu. Now, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva in New Delhi today, appreciating his guidance on advancing the strategic partnership between India and Brazil. Jaishankar expressed optimism that Lula's meetings with PM Narendra Modi would give new momentum to bilateral ties. Earlier, President Lula received a ceremonial welcome at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan, where he was accorded the Guard of Honor and received by PM Modi and President Droupadi Murmu. Back to you, Arzu, on this.
The Jaishankar External Minister has met with Lula, and the President of Brazil is in India for the AI Impact Summit, and on the sideline of Lula, the Brazilian President, is also meeting with Prime Minister. Also, the meeting held with S. Jaishankar, the External Minister, and he wrote, in fact, calling this meeting as very important and crucial, and S. Jaishankar wrote that honor to call on President Lula da Silva of Brazil visiting India on this state visit. Deeply appreciate his warm sentiments and guidance on advancing our strategic partnership, and confident that his meeting with PM later today will impart a new momentum to our ties. So definitely there are hopes that after the meeting between the Brazilian president and the Indian Prime Minister, the relation between both the countries are going to strengthen, and this is going to give new momentum to the ties between the two countries.
You know, Arzu, these are key meetings being held from both sides. Now, I want to understand from you, what are the reactions that are coming in from both the sides, from Brazil, within Brazil, and of course in India?
Well, definitely. Both the sides are very much excited and, in fact, enthusiastic. Enthusiasm can clearly be seen between both the sides. And the delegation that have visited the AI Impact Summit have also been very much impressed the way India has organized the AI Impact Summit, and also they also talked about the relation between both the countries that are just that are strengthening day by day with the several visits that are happening between the two countries. The Prime Minister meeting with the Brazilian President. The way both the countries are dealing with each other. With the invitation of the Prime Minister, the Brazilian President came to India, came to New Delhi to be the part of the AI Impact Summit. The biggest delegation was brought by the Brazilian President, which saw the participation in the AI Impact Summit. So definitely, the people of Brazilian people or the Indian people both have expressed their happiness because of the relation that is strengthening between both the countries.